So for this month, having your blanket, having your mat, having 2 blocks, and having a strap or a belt or a small light towel. I'll use a scarf or a tea towel sometimes if I'm traveling, or anything that you can have a bit of a bind that you can put behind your back. And that's what will help so that you have a little more space behind you. And it is super bright. So unfortunately, we'll do one of these and see if that helps us out. I'm sorry, but at least you can see the green through the scrim. The playlist, and you can let me know if you're using the playlist or not. The playlist is on the website always, and always on my Spotify account. So I keep the playlist in one ear, and that way I know where we are, and I know what you're hearing. And by using the soundtrack, by using the music is sort of my threefold co-teacher. It sets a pace so that some of the things that we're doing, it would seem that we can have an innate sense like, oh, this should be a really slow movement. And the music helps me to set a pace that we can work towards, even if I'm not there in person to see what is it that you're doing or not doing. And then it's evocative. Very often there's a crescendo towards the middle or towards 2/3 through, and then we can bring it down. And so I find that having that going on is creating the soundtrack. Just if you've ever watched a film that didn't have any of the music going on underneath it, and then you see the film when it's fully produced, and the emotional experience of that film is quite different. And so similarly, the music is there to create a rhythm, to create a pace, and to create this emotional experience that we share. Because if we have a thought and we combine the thought with the emotion, it creates a much stronger energetic charge. We have a greater, as though you were listening, you were thinking with your head, and your emotion is your heart. And when we put those into alignment, we call this coherence. And that coherence is very powerful. We can feel it through the nervous system. We can feel it through the immune system. Our memory is improved. You'd have an EEG and an EKG that you could measure the frequency and the rhythm of the energy, the electricity moving through these two aspects of yourself. When those two come into alignment, that is measurable. I can tear off the paper and hand it to you. That is termed coherence. And that really is what we're looking to create. And so this month, this idea, this coherence is also including a spatial understanding of ourselves and a temporal understanding of ourselves. That there is a front and a back, that there is a future and a past, that there's a left and a right, that there's an intuitive and a logical. And in these polarities, if we find one, we find the other. In moving back and forth between them, we begin to establish the third point, which is the point between them. And so that coherence, that space between head and heart, is a real wisdom. Is how do I infuse my thinking with what I understand at a gut level? It's coherence. It's aligning the mind and the heart. Both are sense organs. Both are responding to an outer and inner stimuli. And when we align them, we're creating a third sense organ and communication organ of wisdom. Okay? This is our coherence. So we're absolutely both in divinity and in science. That somehow we decided those were separate, but maybe today we'll find the third discipline of ourselves between those two. So let's tune it in. You're seated on your little lift of your blanket. You've got your mat, you've got 2 blocks You've got your any kind of strap or belt. If you're using any kind of oils, we'll do a quick pause. Even if you're not, give your low back a little bit of a pat or a little bit of a thump or a little bit of a rub. So if you have the oils, I'm using the energy equalizer. The new oils will be out, so there are a couple orders. The idea of those new blends, we're moving from inadequate to worthy, or from challenged to accepted, right? And then the back of the neck, even if you don't have it, just give it a little bit of action, a little bit of circulation, opening it up. And then right under, behind the middle of your ears and down about an inch, you have that mastoid bone. And you just give that bone a little bit of pressure, tiny bit. You'll feel that it may be quite tender. We're just opening the spine, the scalp, all the ways in which our nervous system is processing what we're doing. Beautiful. Palms together, eyes closed, sit tall. And just feel that line. Base of the spine, back of the neck, backs of the ears, crown of the head. Hands are still, heart are high, eyes closed. Om Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, rising to meet it all 3 times. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, shake it out. I'm going to come to lie down on your back just for a moment. Good. And if you like, you can open up your blanket, give yourself a little bit more padding. It's entirely up to you and the surface that you're on. The playlist starts at Ke'ahi. 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 And so we go. Draw your knees into your chest as you come onto your back. A little bit side to side, deepen the crease of your hips. Interlace, keeping hold of your left shin. Take your right hand overhead. Give it a moment. Let it unfold. Roll your ankles, point and flex your feet. And then draw it in. Right hand to right shin. Left hand overhead. Open out. Flex point. Good. And then begin. Inhale, right side opens. Exhale in. Inhale, left side opens. Exhale in. Inhale. Exhale, close your eyes. Let's go. If you choose, stay right here, or if you choose, stay with 2 hands overhead, 2 legs long. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhaling, exhaling. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Pausing, hands behind your head, lift your head and shoulders. Now you may go outside the knee. Exhale as you reach, inhale, or legs extend, going outside your ankle or outside your foot. Just find a steady rhythm, find a steady breath. Exhale as you rise, inhale as you open, starting to find the upper obliques. Opening through the mid-back. 4, 3, 2. We'll put the hands behind the head and then small taps to the heels. Tap, 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 tap. If it's too quick, you're going to open, close. Find a rhythm. So it's with these taps that we start to anchor the low back into the floor, the back of the sacrum finding the floor. The mid back can have a bit of an arch. It's as though you were seated on the wall in front of you, and you just let these little taps start to build some heat in the low body. And then we'll begin to alternate for counts of 8, going 4, 3, 2, 1, to cross and cross. 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you can really stabilize the low belly and tuck your chin and bring your face towards your knees, and this will keep you safe. You go crossing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. To tap, we go. One more set. Cross, cross. 3, 4, 5, 6. So steady. And heels. Keep lifting your head and shoulders, gazing between your thighs, your seat reaching towards the opposite wall. Going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees bend, hands on thighs, press away. And feel all the way from your diaphragm down into your pelvis. Good. Drawing your knees to your chest, roll yourself all the way up and over. And you will fold the back of the blanket to the front. Put your blocks out in front. Put your hands on your blocks and then set your knees wide and your toes together. Find your child's pose. All the way back and down, a little bit side to side, saddling. And really opening through the back of the chest. One more. And out of that, we rise to hands and knees, blocks forward. Cat-cow, tucking your chin round your back. So your knees are supported on the blanket. Exhale, round, and inhale, open. And it's in the opening that you can start to release the work. See if you can feel from your navel to your pubis that line could get a little bit longer. Where all the work just was. And then from your navel to your heart, get a little bit longer. And from your heart to your throat. So that from your pubis to your throat, you're making length. And you're making heat. And you're making momentum. And if you choose, get lighter in the effort, get stronger in the hands and knees, and let your spine move, and let it be quick. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to child's pose. Wag the tail, deepen the crease with your hips. Rising to hands and knees, tuck your toes, lift your hips, find your downward facing dog. Good. Step your right foot up between your hands. Check that your left knee is supported by the blanket and your hands onto the blocks. So the left knee can come down, check yourself out. And with the knee off the floor, go a little forward, go a little back. Kneecap forward, and then back heel back, hips up. Kneecap forward, and then back heel back. So you're opening the pelvis, square it out. Find your lunge. Put your left knee down, take your hands up high. Good. Hands down. Step back and change it up. And the left foot will step up. Hands on blocks. Right knee down, check you've got your blanket. Toes are tucked under, lifting off. Shift your hips up and back. And then bend your front knee forward. Hips going back, find your back heel, find your front knee. Just open that, rock it forward, rock it back, one more. And then in your lunge position, knee to the floor, hands up high, there's your inhale. And we'll start to move hands down. Stepping back, inhale, dog. Left foot steps up, right foot steps up, left knee down, inhale up. Just alternating sides, warm it up, step back, inhale. Left foot steps up, right knee down. Inhale up. And take it down. Inhale, dog. Left foot steps, right knee down. Sweep it up. And down. Good. We'll find the dog. Sorry, right foot up, left knee down, two hands up. Now this time, right hand catches your left wrist and come a little forward and a little back. Coming up out of the hips and then bending your right knee slowly to the floor. Good, good, good. One more. And two hands down. Stepping back down, dog. Left foot will step up. Right knee comes down, two hands up. Left hand holds your right wrist, rise. And descend. Again. Go one more time all the way up. Make some space. And softly bend your front knee. And step it back to change. This time you'll step your right foot outside of your right hand. Good. Hands on blocks. Bring your hips forward and back. Hands on blocks. So your right knee is going right to 2 o'clock. One more time. Turn your right toes out to 2 o'clock and stay. Turn your left hand to 10 o'clock and find a large circle in the right hand. Through the shoulder, through the ribs, through the chest. If you'd like more, lift the back knee off the floor. Back heel back, front knee to 2 o'clock. Pausing. And right hand down. We'll step back and change. Find your down dog. Left foot steps outside of the left hand. Right knee comes down. Turn your left toes out to 10. Turn your right hand out to 2. And let your hips come forward and back. So as you bend your left knee, you're taking your left knee towards your little toe. Hips go back. And they come up. Good. Press the left foot into the floor. And the left hand makes its circle. All the way up and open. You want more? Lift the back knee off the floor. So your left knee is going left. There's space in the chest. There's space in the throat. There's space in the hands. And then two hands will come down and you'll step back, downward facing dog. Take your hands off the blocks. And find your dog. Knees down and knees wide, toes together. Child. Do it one more time, rising up, hands and knees. Round your back, tuck your chin, child. Deepen in, round your back, drop your head. Rise up. Walk your shins onto the blanket. Tops of the feet are on the mat. Set a block between your feet. Set a block in front of you so that I'm kneeling. If you need to, you can double up the blanket under your ankles. Hands on thighs. If you need 2 blocks, sit on 2 blocks, hands on thighs. Just begin to move through the seat. Inhale, exhale. So my navel is wrapping forward. and back. And get quick. Close your eyes. Hands on thighs. The head stays steady. Front and back. Front and back. Forward and reverse. And begin to find the space between the two. You may work here. We'll continue another 2 minutes with just building heat. If you have 2 blocks, I want you to stay right here. Stay safe in the knees. Or hands on the outside edges of the block in front of you. Begin to move. So this is your mid-back. See how the middle of my spine moves. Close your eyes. You may work there, especially that it's the beginning of the month. Be wise, work where it's right. Or palms flat, fingers point away from your knees. Hands are right down in front of your knees. Inhale, exhale. This will start to move up between the shoulder blades, back of the neck. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands to your thighs, eyes closed. Simply long, sweet breathing. Imagine on the inhale from the base of the spine, inhaling up to the top of the head, and then exhaling back down to the base of your spine. Hint of a smile. Good. Off the block, onto your seat, legs out long. So the beginning of this practice is quite quiet, very simple. Shake out your knees and your feet. Hands go back, bend your knees, sit right in the middle of your blanket. Extend the left leg, wrap your left arm around your right thigh. That's exhale. Inhale, center. Right leg, right arm. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Close your eyes. Let the beginning here be about the back of your thigh dropping to the floor. Creates a turn through the pelvis. So you're not forcing the turn with your arm. You're dropping into the extended leg. As the leg falls, as the spine revolves, we turn. Inhale, center, exhale, revolve. Close your eyes. Navel to spine. As you revolve, you rinse. Chin to shoulder. One more. Good. Fold your blanket up one more time. Get a little bit taller. Legs crossed, heart high. If you need to, hop onto your chair. Add a block, whatever cross-legged requires. Hands behind your head and side to side. Close your eyes. Inhale, left elbow up. Exhale, right elbow up. Three, two. Good. Hands down. Just pause tall, starting to feel front, back, left, right, and what that starts to make in the middle. Good. Bring it down to the floor. I like to open my blanket twice here, back to that long open rectangle where we began on our back, so that the fronts of your ribs are padded and the fronts of your hips are padded. And you make the little fists as you come down onto your belly. Make little fists and put the palms of the fist to face up into your hip. Put the point of your chin into the floor, tuck your toes under, lifting left, lifting right. Keep your legs straight as you can. Inhale, exhale. So it's much better here to keep your legs straight and lift an inch than it is to bend your knee to lift more. On your exhale, navel to spine, and keep that engaged. Pressing the foot on the floor into the floor to assist the foot that's rising to come up. Last two. And pause. Turning right over onto your back for a moment. Draw your knees into your chest. And hold your shins. So again, this longer, quieter beginning. But it's a very strong quiet. It's a real tonic for fragmented hustle. This will be exhale, hands on shins. Your legs extend, your palms come down. This will be inhale. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, legs out. Inhaling and exhaling. Close your eyes and move so steadily. Even starting to widen your knees as they come back towards your chest, keeping your base of your big toes together. Your heels slightly apart will protect your low back. Just stay with it. But there's a space between open and close. 3, 2. There's a space between intensity and stopping. Good. And pause. Put your feet flat, put your hands on your thighs, or put your hands out wide. And the breath fills your abdomen, your chest, dropping into your feet. Interlace your fingers over your right shin. Bring it in, bring it close. Left foot is flat to the floor. Building half happy baby pose, you're holding behind the knee or up to the outer ankle or up to the outer foot. So my ankle is directly over my knee and I draw my right knee toward the floor. So whatever you hold on to, you're keeping that alignment and you're drawing your knee toward the floor. Left hand on your left thigh, press away and put your left foot flat to the floor. And just space through the pelvis, opening the chest. Extend your right leg out. You may hold the right inner thigh with your hand. You hold your outer foot. Pressing the leg as straight as you can. Little bend in the knees. Bring it into the middle and interlace your fingers behind the right thigh as low as you can go. Press your left leg away. Press your right heel straight up. Let it draw your arms long. Press into the tips of your toes. Scissor your thighs slightly. Legs are strong. Arms are long. You can feel it down the back of your neck, the tops of your shoulders, the tips of your toes, your belly. Bend both knees. Changing sides. The left foot comes flat to the floor. The right foot to the floor. The left knee to your chest. Pause for 3. And for 2. To build half happy baby pose, holding behind the left thigh. The left outer ankle or the left outer foot, drop it down. Right hand to the right thigh, press away. Really clearing our seat, our hips, our thighs, our low back. Doing this each day is a form of hygiene, is a way of accessing safety, money, sex, food, water. Get clear about who we are and what we need, what we require. Press your left leg out, holding the outer foot, or left hand to the left inner thigh. I'm against the wall, or you can take your leg out wider. And just find the line as you press your left thigh away. Find the inner thigh, the back of the thigh, the tips of your toes. Into the center. Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh. Slide it all the way down as you can. Right leg goes out long. Press your left heel into the ceiling. Firm your legs. Broaden your chest. Shoulders down. Close your eyes. Long, sweet breathing. Press the left hip into your hands. Let the arms very, very straight. Open the back of your neck all the way to the base of your skull and all the way to the tips of your toes. Keep wrapping the outer hips forward. 3, 2, Good. Knees bend, feet flat, hands wide, pause a beat. 3 breaths. Spacious, full, total ease. It's as though your breath is reaching into you and scooping up any tension and then breathing it out of you. Good. Knees to your chest. Bring it in. So that we can roll all the way up. Take your time. It's a big adjustment. It's a big change. Reach back and find the top edge of your blanket and bring it down. And again, building kneeling. Your shins are on the blanket. The tops of the feet are off. A block beneath your seat. And a strap goes behind you. Okay. My strap is approximately hip distance. And you'll feel out the size of the strap that you require by folding a little bit forward. And find the hinge of the hips. And yours might be just leaning into the thighs. Inhale hard up. Exhale, fold. Or, as you're ready, your hands coming up overhead as you fold down. And then you inhale up. Folding. And rising. We're just going to give this a little time. So each one begins to develop. The fronts of the shoulders across the chest, changing the shape of the whole rib cage and diaphragm. And just staying in it, allowing each movement to make the slightest change. Each one is ever so slightly different. You may work there, or you lift your hips. And exhale as you fold. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Adding the hands would be hands up overhead. Hips forward to start out. Any trouble in your neck, you're looking forward. And as your hips get stronger, as your legs get stronger, the chest is opening. Three, 2, 1. Sit it down. Release the strap. Close your eyes, hands on thighs. Flushing out the whole front and back body. Beautiful. On we go. You may kneel. You may cross your legs. I'm going to stay kneeling. If kneeling doesn't work for you, cross your legs. If that doesn't work for you, sit on your chair. So remember making a fist, thumbs point to you, and then pull your fingers open, opening your palms. Now hands go wide, palms face forward, shoulders down, and little forward circles. Long, sweet breathing. The circles are small, steady, and strong. You're accessing your shoulder blades towards your spine, your navel towards your spine. You're just going to open the front of the chest and the shoulder blades. Deepen your breath as you move here. Heart up, chin in, back of the neck is long. Charging up the heart space. 3, 2, 1. Just set it down for a beat. Let it rest. Turn your chin as you need to. Thumbs up. Turn your thumbs away. Same position, your fingers folded in. Hands wide. Forward circle. Now you're opening the chest, the pectoral muscles up underneath the breasts, up underneath the armpits. Heart up, chin in. Arms stay straight as you can, right? As though you were circling the tips of your thumbs. Navel to the spine. Deepen your breath. 3. Good. 2. Good. Keep your hands in that position. Bring your knuckles to your temples, thumbs down, elbows in and out. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Exhale, round and rise. So you may work right here. So, or you can turn your palms down. Inhale up, exhale down. If it's too much, palms face you. So this is A, this is B, or hands behind your head. And we're going to stay in flex, 1.5 minutes. Eyes closed now. Move through your spine. Move through your chest, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, your throat, your face. Eyes closed, steady. On we go, on we go. 3, 2, and 1. And hands to your thighs. Eyes stay closed. Be so still. Feel. The heart and the head align. The front and the back, the left and the right, the top and the bottom. The space within you is absolutely vast and coherent and wise. Keep this. Hands high. Long, sweet breathing. Eyes are closed. Shoulders down your back, thumbs point back. Settle yourself in your seat. All the way open to your fingertips. Hug your upper arms in, thumbs back, shoulders down. Inhaling right down into the navel, filling the ribs, filling the collarbones. Exhaling, navel, ribs, collarbones. Inhale, belly, ribs, collarbones. micro movements, micro adjustments. Keep opening, keep deepening the breath. One breath, one breath, one breath at a time. Staying tall, staying bright. Finding an inhale, belly, ribs, collarbones. On the exhale, bending your elbows. Eyes stay closed, hands to your thighs. And feel. I am coherent. I am thinking with my heart. Any adjustment, sort it, and then hands high. Long, sweet breathing. Fill the belly, fill the ribs, fill the collarbone. Exhale, navel to spine, ribs to the heart, collarbones in. You may tremble. Last breath in. On your exhalation, eyes closed, elbows bend, hands descend. If you have your music, pause your playlist. And sit quietly, sit tall. As your breathing settles, we'll just do 3 rounds. In for 4 and out for 4. Going in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out. Navel to spine, 4, and in. Tall, hard up, chin in, and out, 2, 3, 4. Staying here if you choose. Build your meditation. Soak it in. Come to lie down. And soak it in complete rest. The blanket or the blocks under your knees if needed, or over your belly as you choose. Palms are open, hands are resting on the pinky edge side of your hands. I am coherent. Learning to think with my heart. Beginning with the hint of a smile. And then deepening your breathing, breathe that smile into your body. Hands going overhead. Reaching out long, stay longer if you choose. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I always take a 20-minute yoga nidra after class. So if this is the place for you to be longer, stay longer. Listen to that. Or building your seat. Come on up. Bring your palms together and then sweep wide. Opening up. And together down the middle. Inhaling to open. And then exhaling down the middle. One more time. And just pause at center. Front, back, top, bottom, in, out, past, future, all right here. I am this. Sat Nam. Bring your thumbs to the center of your forehead. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Make light, share it out, make more. I will see you tomorrow at noon. This weekend, 4th of July, I will be here. Saturday morning, vinyasa. Similar to last time, we got into that deep side crow. So again, working through the spine, the vinyasa is always helping our kundalini practice. If you can only do 30 minutes, it's designed. Here's a 30-minute practice, fairly complete front to back. And then here's a 60-minute, and you can just do 60 minutes. Or if you like, you stay and we add on some breath work and we have a whole 90 minutes. So come on Saturday, get what you need, and really take care of the container, the physical aspect that holds all this energy. I will see you then. Sat Nam, Sat Nam.